What's going on, everybody? Brian with the Y here with Spenties, and today I am talking to the technician or clinician that is creating custom-made AFOs. And today we're going to be diving into a digital workflow that directly replicates your traditional hand techniques into software. Okay, so we're going to jump into footForma. This software is available from Spenties, and you import a scan of a cast or limb and could be able to create a mold specifically for your patient. So we're going to go through the process. This guided workflow will take us step by step into creating this custom mold. And first starts out by identifying a couple of landmarks, cutting off any floating artifacts that are not intended to be a part of the final device, and doing a quick measurement check on length, width, height. If changes are needed to the position of the patient's limb, you could do so really efficiently using the Spenties Forma tool. After identifying a couple of these landmarks, you'll then be able to articulate the ankle, the forefoot, hind foot, everything that you would be doing traditionally. You have the capability of doing so here in Forma. Okay, so I'm identifying these landmarks, and now Spenties automation is going to take over. We're going to very efficiently change this position by, boom, aligning to the floor, and then changing here. Let's bring this fella over. Let's change the foot rotation over. Bring it to the floor again. That heel. Okay. Did we just correct to neutral? You tell me, but I think we did. Maybe we can bring... Okay. Be mindful as well in the crease here, how it's actually moving similar to a human limb. You're not having like digital loss of human movement. We build that here into the Spenties workflow. So, okay, we've adjusted to neutral, and now let's do a global reduction of the cast thickness. So I'm doing 2 millimeters on this cast. Moving on. Increase the length of the calf. Now you'll see here that the measurements are automatically updated. We love this new feature. You could be able to verify and validate the measurements are as you would need them to be. Some nice features here. You have heel control. Let's increase the width of this heel by 3 millimeters. You'll see here the width of the heel increases. Your toe box, length, width, height, easily making the changes. The angle. Okay. flatten that planter surface really easily if you'd like. Adjust your fillets, make them more smooth. We're definitely going to have to smooth up that arch, which we can do really easily. I'll show you in a moment. Now buildups on your bony prominent areas. Let's go 5 millimeters on the mouths, 2 on the navicular, 2 on the base of the fifth, and now wrapping things up. A little heel height. And then smoothing. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that for sure. Increase my brush and my strength. Perfect. This is just fine tuning and tweaking, creating a really smooth surface. Not necessary, but I like having smooth. And that'll do it. Need to do any additional measurements, you have the capabilities to manually place your measurements here, as well as your circumference. Got that point to point. Cool stuff. And that is the digital workflow for creating a custom-made mold. Now you could take this mold and you could 3D print it, fill it with sand or plaster to then vacuum form over a AFO, or you could then carve it if you'd like, importing it into a carver and then cutting away from foam material to get to your shape. Now you may need a sacrificial layer on top of the mold before you thermoform if you're going with foam. Or you could then take this mold and go to our next steps, which is modeling the AFO for 3D printing using a clinically corrected mold. Or you could just simply take the mold and print it to then cut out your trim lines if you so choose to use FDM for printing a definitive AFO. All right, that was footForma and showing you how to use it in a very efficient and clean manner. Take care, have a great day.